Alright. Hello Spawn and Spawnettes, my name is Azelthedemon, and this is Final Fantasy XIV HEAVENSWARD. I am starting this series because I would like to show, just kind of from a different perspective, what it's like leveling a character from 0 to 60, starting completely fresh in HEAVENSWARD. In this series, I'm going to be playing an Arcanist, or Arcanist, not sure how to actually pronounce the name of the class. I will be progressing to Summoner, but I will also be healing as Scholar in a lot of the dungeons, because it helps with queues and things like that. I do have a couple of characters on Primal already, but I'm going to be making this character on Behemoth. That is where the other members of my team, Crucible Gaming Network, are located. On that note, please check them out as well. CrucibleGamingNetwork.com. We also have forums, Crucible Nation forums at .forumotion.com. I'm going to put all of those in the description down below, so you can ignore my fail at talking there. So, let's get started. We're going to make a new character, completely fresh. I'm not going to load any appearance data or anything. Now, I just have to personally decide if I want to make a Mikote or an Ora, because I'm one of those crazy people. I love both of these races very, very much. I started out as a Mikote, and I currently play an Ora on my main character. Definitely going to be playing male. So let's see. We have the Rayen and we have the Zayla. Looking for intelligence and mind. So it's looking like the Rayen are going to be who we're going to be playing as, starting off as an Arcanist. We can actually make them pretty short, because even the shortest Ora, it still is 80 inches tall. That's something like 6'8", and that's the shortest one. So the tallest is 85 inches. Yeah, the Ora are a gigantic race. So let's see, skin color. My other character is very dark. He's one of the Zayla. So let's see if we can't put up some variation, like right there, for our dragon tail. Even with the Mikote, I prefer the thinner tails, and especially this one. It's got the flanges coming off, which I really enjoy. Tail length is fine. All right, hairstyle. This is very important in my personal character creation. I actually kind of like that. I like the ponytail in the back and everything. So let's see, what else do we have? I do kind of like that too. It's very flowy and anime-like. And I've been watching a lot of Bleach lately, so could be contributing to that. If I remember correctly, the hairstyle does not change the horns. Let's go with that. That's right, the face changes their horns. Let's see, it's either going to be that one or this guy. Let's see. I think we're going to go with the standard. I do enjoy that. And then in the interest of moving this along, I think we're going to leave him basically as he is. I like most of how that is anyway. And if I feel like I need to change the hairstyle later, we always have the esthetician. We're going to have to unlock that, but we'll get there. Alright. Let's confirm everything. We don't need to save the appearance data. Birthday. Let's go middle of the year and 19th. There. Just because I like 19s. Resistances, or attributes and things, they're all basically the same. So we're gonna go, I guess, let's see, Watch of the Seas, Ruler of the Mountain, and the God of Travelers, Ashan, let's go with that one. And then, Disciple of Magic, Arcanist, let's do this. On Behemoth, yes. Alright. The naming. Well, I don't see any reason to break from tradition. There we are. We will begin with this character, starting off our Arcanist, and I'm going to put this in the title of the video as well. I am going to be watching the first couple of cutscenes with you guys, just so that we get to experience that together. The later ones I will skip because some of the story spoilers towards the end are pretty awesome, and if we can, I want you guys to kind of experience that on your own. We'll see how it goes. As soon as there we go. I say as soon as the game loads up. And just a fun fact for anybody who is new to the channel, Final Fantasy is my favorite game series of all time. I'm a huge Square Enix nerd. I don't have quite all of the lore memorized like I used to, because I have lots of other things to be doing, unfortunately, than just learning the lore of the games. Do I have subtitles turned on? I do. Excellent. Okay. If lore videos are a thing that you guys would like, I can either try and do that, or I would direct you to Mr. Happy. He does a lot of lore videos, and he's just generally a great content creator on YouTube, so you should definitely check him out. Oh no, who is this mysterious man in black? Whatever shall we do? I want his robes. As a caster, I definitely want that guy's robes. I'm gonna have to remember not to say who people and things are. Yeah, summoner gear. I'm actually relatively pleased with that stuff. It looks pretty good. My main over on Fairy, I have already leveled my Dark Knight up to 60. So I have a bunch of caster gear all saved up that my summoner is going to inherit once I get that up to 50. I guess I should clarify, for anybody who doesn't know, in Final Fantasy XIV you can level each individual class or job on one character. So it's something to keep in mind. Yes, I'm alright. Grizzled passenger. Moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Chock full of etherites. So this is just kind of your basic introduction. I don't know if I've ever actually started a character in LIMSA LOMINSA, because I am not familiar with this opening. I have done Gridania and I've done Ul'dah. I have not done LIMSA LOMINSA. Don't care much for conversation. Ah, those two. They are very important. Brennan's the name and Pedlin's me trade. Good for you. This is the only problem with Final Fantasy games and trying to start a Let's Play. The opening is very long. And that's why I think a lot of players will skip the opening credits, or not the opening credits, but one of them, new adventurers. A lot of people will skip the opening scene and just get right into the game. But Final Fantasy, you really gotta dig into the storyline and get into it. It's a pretty great one. Why did I become an adventurer? To amass a fortune. Mm-hmm. Smithies and armorers, not to mention its fisher folk. I think either clothing and some leatherworking are good professions to complement an Arcanist. There's some attack. Oh no! Don't know if it's monsters or if it's pirates. Pirates! The Sahagin. That's right, that's who's out here. Pirates, bloody hells. Yes, yes, pirates. Have you no sense? Get below! Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Waiting patiently to actually do some things. Pirates fire it on a ship flying LOMINSA colors. I don't know if they're going to do it for the main story for LIMSA LOMINSA, but if you'd like to know more backstory behind the relationship between LIMSA LOMINSA and the pirates, play the Rogue class. It goes into some very, very deep detail. It's very interesting. Head up on the deck and have us a look, shall we? Come on. RPG story introduction. This is... No, this is not my first trip to LIMSA LOMINSA. Some changes since your last visit. But I know what's going on. Curse it all. Well, I guess you guys can read at your leisure. I'll give each little bubble a second, and if you'd like to read it, you can just take the video back, pause it. I leave that to you, so that you can decide how much of the story you'd like to get into. Like I said, I recommend you get into all of it. I am just going to be going through it relatively quickly, because I have played through all of the story of Final Fantasy that's been released. I have played up through 3.0. I am all caught up on my main over on Ferry.
In the southwestern corner of the realm,
It's story time. Shh.
amidst the roiling waves of the Lotano Sea, lies the maritime city-state of LIMSA LOMINSA. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Lim.
But I was Oscon.
What realm-shaking fate will she describe?
Realm-shaking fate! If anybody knows how to pronounce the big race, I usually pronounce it the Rogadine, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anybody who knows will recognize which race I'm trying to pronounce. If you guys could let me know how to actually pronounce it, that would be great. Bye. Have fun. Become a storied adventurer. Yes, that's not foreshadowing at all.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph,
May the navigator guide this brave soul. Because, of course, the seafaring people would call their god the navigator. Till sea swallows all. It's always very interesting to see how an area's, I guess, topography and how the environment is kind of shapes their phrasings. It's something I really appreciate and enjoy. Yes, yes, Final Fantasy XIV. Or 14. Just kind of depends on who you are and how you want to say it. And also, this is going to be really great, just kind of showing from a brand new person who has, I guess, has also bought Heavensward, has Final Fantasy, Realm Reborn, and Heavensward, what it feels like to level from 0 to 60, starting off 3.0. And that's something that I'm really, really excited for, because when Heavensward came out, I already had my level 50 character. I have a warrior and a ninja class, both at level 50 on my main. And then I switched over to the Dark Knight, which was already level 30. And I had my summoner on my main, also already at level 30. So I haven't had to do the leveling process from 1 to 60 starting fresh and with no money, because it's a very big thing on my main. I have like 1.5 million gil right now. So I was able to just outfit at every level, maximum stats, all that good stuff. So this is just going to be based purely on what luck I can get in the dungeons that we start off in. And away we go! Finally starting in. So the other classes that you can unlock in LIMSA LOMINSA are the Marauder, obviously we've got the Arcanist here, and the Rogue, and then there are a couple of Gatherer and Crafter classes, which a lot of people... Mouse and keyboard, yes, that's what we do here. Yep. Alright. Active help entries and stuff. I don't need to disable all active help windows. Yes, we will do this. So, for if you are a person who is just starting out, keep those active help windows open and read them, and just please, dear God, pay attention to the information they give to you. Please. People in this game are generally pretty helpful as well, but it's just nice starting off if you know what you're doing and what the general usage of each game is, or of each feature in the game is. Alright. This is the other thing that I'm going to be... Not going to be. Okay, I gotta start that thought over. So, the opening bits of this series are going to take some time. There's going to be a lot of sitting and watching, and I'm going to be kind of chattering over whatever's going on, because this is an RPG. There's a lot of storyline going on, and that's not necessarily as much fun for you guys to watch, but I do want you to get kind of the base foundation from this, and then I will just get into kind of how I would level a character from 0 to 60 in this game. And we'll do that once we get past kind of the first couple of quests here. Yes, take the crow's lift. And it's going to be very interesting for me as well starting over, because, let's see, I started the game when it first came out, and then I quit for a while, and Ninja came out in 2.4, and then I got back in. I leveled Ninja to 50, I leveled Warrior to 50, and then Heavensward came out. So this will be very, very interesting to see how everything takes and goes from the beginning. Yes. No shortage of work. Blah, 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 blah. The Adventurers Guild. Have a knack for finding trouble. Yes, we do. A knack for finding things to kill so that we can level up. Pirates on the inside, the Garlean Empire, town. And we're going to see how many side quests I end up having to do, because when Heavensward came out, they tried really hard to streamline the process of leveling from 0 to 50. So I don't know anymore how many side quests and things I'll need to do. I'm going to be trying to stick just to the main story and then grinding out dungeons, because doing that from 0 to 50 is going to be a lot faster than trying to do all of the side quests and everything, from my experience. I could absolutely be wrong. I don't think so, but you never know. Yes, I'm willing to lend you your strength. Give me money and experience, and I will do anything. I'm an adventurer. Put your scroll right here. I like Momodi a lot more than this guy. Momodi is the proprietor of the Old On Inn, and she is just friendly and nice and cool. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. You're very wise and all that jazz. I'm really hoping that the Grand Company here, the Storm, the Maelstrom, yeah, Maelstrom. I'm hoping that they have gear for Arcanists. That'd be cool. Grand Company is sort of like a guild, but for your home city. And it's one that anybody and everybody can join, and you definitely should. There's lots of benefits, and they give you just generally gear, helpful stuff. There are certain quests you can only unlock through your Grand Company. And it's generally helpful to have to be a part of the Grand Company that your class is based in, because they'll usually have gear for that class, and that can be a real help when you're leveling and trying to gear and just generally be awesome. Yay! Quest complete. Okay, introductory game tutorial. Thank you. Let's get started. Kind of. There's still going to be a lot of showing us around that they're going to do, and that kind of happens up through about level 15. So I'm going to start skipping cutscenes here. We did the introductory mission. I want to start showing you guys everything that I can right now. right now. And I'm going to have to... Oh, nope. Okay, we'll be okay. I might have to mess with the controls off camera later. We'll see. Hey, no, lift attendant. But I have to go down. Fine. Ah. Tune yourself to the aetheryte. Listen to Swozblatt's instruction of the markets. That's in the lower decks. Who does it want me to talk to? Wants me to visit the Arcanists Guild, which is north of here. What do you want me to do? What do you want from me? Perhaps I should have been listening, or reading, or something. Who are in need of help. Okay, let's go talk to Ninia, I guess. Blah, 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 blah. So yes, that's your first lesson. Pay more attention to what it is you need to be doing. Because as we just saw... Yes... Okay, so apparently some of the side quests I'll need to pay attention to and try and do. We will see. I would like to just dig into the story and get leveling and show you guys everything that I can. But apparently the game has other ideas for us, and we will see. Peculiar herbs. I just need to gather peculiar herbs. Pro tip, in the early beginning they have you do a lot of busy work. It's worth decent experience, but you kind of have to balance that against whether or not you think it's worth your time. And considering that I kind of know a lot about the game already, I am personally going to be skipping a lot of it. But I suggest that you at least take a look at it and see what you would like to do. Alright. We got all that done. Oh, cool. And the quest completes right here, so that's at least nice. Yes, yes, yes. There you are. And you can kind of tell when you'll be completing the quest and how many steps it has based on when this little icon here in your quest Oh, I don't have my mouse enabled. So, over to the right and on the upper middle, sort of, you've got your where your quests are located. You will see when you're turning it in, because this little thingy will turn green. The little bubble there next to it will turn green with a check mark in it. I'll get some earth shards and some potions. Not really stuff I need. Okay. We will attune here. Attune to all the aetherites you can. Especially these main aetherites. In the 4 now main cities, they also have Ethernet shards. Oh, there's a train. Okay. Bummer. That's something I will apparently have to deal with. Alright. Oh yeah, the Arcanist Guild is way down here. That's right. I forgot. Okay. Talk to you because of markets and stuff. This area becomes kind of important just like way later as you start trying to sell and make money on the market. I will just kind of do my own thing about this because these guys are all super long-winded. The NPC merchants have some decent gear that's okay if you need to fill a couple of slots and you don't think, and or you just don't generally want to wait for the quests to give you better stuff. But a lot of the time, if you're just patient, the quests, either side quests or the main story quest, will give you gear that you need. And that's kind of important to pay attention to. Like, leveling from 50 to 60, they give you all the gear you need. It does bind, so you unfortunately can't sell it to other players afterwards. But I suppose there's only so much coolness you can get. Alright. Talk to the guild receptionist. Who are you and what do you have? Duty calls. Not for now. We'll see if that's something we need to do later. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild, Arcanima, Arcane Geometries, blah 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 blah. Arcanists are actually pretty cool. They're all like, we need to develop proper strategies and things. No, Way of the Arcanist. We will do this. It's definitely something we needed to do because we got to get our class quests all started. So I'm going to take a quick, tiny break from the main story and look at doing this class quest. And then again, this is sort of a story thing that I would like you guys to check out. Like I said, I have my summoner is a little over level 40 right now on my main, so I know all of this, so I'm going to be burning through all of these conversations. Because I want to show you guys fun stuff, and not me sitting here reading conversations and things, especially conversations that I have already read. Alright, so now they want us to kill Wharf Rats and go talk to Baterin at the Drowning Wench again. Sprint as a caster. Always as a caster, you can just sprint whenever you need to. Casters don't use TP. That's just one of the resources of the classes. Your melee classes and your tank classes both use a lot of TP, so you'll want to be very careful about sprinting with them. When you are in town, sprinting is just generally a good idea. I'm just going to lift the camera there a little bit so I can sit up straight and have good posture. And you guys can see all of the interesting stuff. Alright. So, just keep on keeping on here. And I have a bunch of messages up here in the top right. Next to we have the time. We have how good the connection is, and then you have your messages. Ethernet shard. We'll hit that. It'll be good for crafting and stuff. To the Culinarians Guild. Okay, cool. You have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel. Blah, 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 blah. And then the Marauders Guild is up north up here. Marauders turn into warriors. They are now my second favorite tank class. I main tanks. That's what I generally prefer to play. I really enjoy summoners though. I have a great time playing them. And I will also eventually, either on this character to show you guys, or I'll just make a whole new series, I will play a tank as well, and I'll show you guys how to level a tank. That's a lot of fun. Tanks are really great if you can play them well, because your queues when you're trying to do dungeons and things will be super quick. And a good tank generally gets a lot of praise, so if you like being popular, become a good tank. Healers kind of don't get noticed unless they suck, which is a bummer. Alright, we've completed the quest, and the video is getting a little long. So, I'm definitely going to call this a pause for the Let's Play. I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. I know it's only episode 1, but we'll definitely see where it takes us. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the rest of the features and anything that just generally can be found or shown or talked about. If you guys have any questions that come up while I'm doing this Let's Play, please feel free to ask. I love being knowledgeable about this game. I love helping people out. So, don't forget to check out the rest of the Azelthedemon brand. I'm going to put all those links in the description below. Got Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And then, like I said, Crucible Gaming Network. That's my team. That's my baby. I love those guys. So I'm going to put those links down there as well. Please check them out. So I will see you guys next time, and have a great rest of your day.